Welcome to 2012evolution.com. This is Brad Johnson recording, and I have my special guest tonight is Blossom Goodchild. And Blossom, thank you very much for being here. It's really an honor of actually talking to you over the audio.
You're welcome, Brad, and it's such a pleasure to speak to you after all this time. I feel like I'm talking to a long-lost brother or something.
It's been great. Yeah, we've been chatting back and forth through emails here and there. And prior to October 14th, I think you and I were pretty much the light troops that were just going in there and saying, okay, guys, here's October 14th. Get ready, hold on to your hats.
Absolutely, yeah. Can I just say, it's amazing how many times the Federation say, hold on to your hats. And I also had an email from somebody the other day saying that she has been channeling, and she keeps getting the same thing, hold on to your hat. So I think there's got to be something more in that we'll find out later on down the track, I think.
I think that's the new light worker trademark right now. Hold on to your hats.
Okay, we'll make it one.
Yeah. So how have you been? How have you been? How have you been doing?
I have been amazingly well. I know I did that video on the 16th when, like many of us, I was just in shock, I think, more than anything else. It just took everybody, I think, a while just to get to grips with the whole situation. But in all truth, I picked myself up, or others picked me up, because of the kindness and love that I was sent, Brad. I cannot tell you how many letters, and probably you the same, I have received from people just saying, please don't stop doing what you're doing and what you did, and that message has made such a difference to the planet. All sorts of stories, and people just, waking up. And so I as much as people might have thought, well, you made a huge mistake, Blossom, go and crawl in a corner, I couldn't, because it's really I've just been shown that there is an enormous amount of love on the planet, and it's just made me feel, funny to say, but it's made me feel even better than before. And how about you? How are you doing with it all?
I think I had the same kind of issue too. I mean, after October 14th happened, nothing showed up, so we were told. I got a lot of emails saying, oh, Brad, I have seen the light ship. Some people were showing it. Of course, there was no video or anything like that, but just after that happened, I was like, oh, wow, what has happened? And it kind of felt like a down in the dumps period. But I think after a 24-hour period after that, I just had, I was well rested, and I said, you know what, I'm not giving this up, because if anything, this has triggered something. And I looked back at all the emails that I've gotten people saying, well, Brad, thanks to your site, I've woken up. Thanks to you and Blossom, you guys have woken me up now. I see things in a new light now. I know why I'm being put on this earth. I know why we're here. And, I got so many of those, and I mean, it's all inspiring. And I said, well, I could never shut this site down, because, this has helped so many people, regardless of the naysayers, but there's so many more overwhelming people that want that support. So I said, well, I got to keep this up. It's not just for me, it's for them.
That's absolutely, good on you. I would have been on the phone to you if you'd have closed it down.
A lot of people would have, I think. Yeah.
That's right, and I think that is what we have to look at from all of this, is the vibration, I feel, has changed, and so many people are feeling it, and it does make you wonder, was this all part of, I'm sure, like you're getting many people putting their thoughts about it onto you, and a lot of people are saying that perhaps this is exactly how it was meant to be, and that this is actually preparing people, because it has allowed the vibration to rise, and this is actually preparing people for when it does show. And I don't know, best not to take my word for it, Brad. But, maybe that is the case. And it's just amazing what just that message in itself seems to have done to so many people in all walks of life.
Yes. Exactly. I think what's happened, I think many people are agreeing with me on this. I've been talking to a lot of light workers on lightworkers.org and just several other people around. And they said, well, I think October 14th, it may not have been, what we expected, but I think it was something better, because it's like a culmination, it's like a beginning date of something that's coming down the road that's so huge. And October 14th was kind of the jettison date of when that we're kind of going down that path right now. And I mean, what happened October 24th? I mean, when I emailed you and I said, Blossom, we're crazy, absolutely right. October 24th, we got all this information. I'm talking to all these guys on light workers, and we got like 15 people saying, oh my God, there's the UFOs here in California, there's Arizona, Texas, everything. And we even got that on CNN too as well, with the confirmation of Texas and Stevensville. So I mean, it's just something just sprung, and some people were suggesting there was a change of calendars, or is that theory, from one of those individuals off YouTube, doing their work and all that stuff. And I think that could be a possibility too. So I mean, there's so many possibilities, but I think we're definitely going down a stronger path right now. Something big, a big tidal wave is going to hit us, just a positive energy.
That's right, and I think as well, maybe it's just because we're all more aware because of that message, but never before in my time have I known the TV, newspapers, so many things are happening regarding UFOs appearing everywhere. And maybe it's because people are more aware and they're looking up for them, or whatever it may be. I sort of believe that, that it's just that it's all to do with divine timing, and, for the news and things like that to even be able to sort of mention about it is again making those who aren't aware more aware. And I just think it's going to be an ongoing ball of string that's just going to keep on unwinding, and prepare us for whatever it may be that is going to come. But I think, as you say, the actual point of it is the spiritual aspect of it that seems, that because, I've had letters, I don't know about you, from people that have said that just because they started looking up at the stars at night, something happened to them, and their soul woke up just from that. So from all those things, I think it's all part of the same beautiful package, really, and it's all just going to unfold as and when. And I think that what is good, in a sense, is that the lid off the pressure cooker has come off. Now the October the 14th has been and gone, so there isn't this intensified waiting, if you know what I mean. So I think that, perhaps it's going to work in a different way where people are going to be more receptive to it when it does take place, if it does. I don't know. So many people are saying to me, please, keep Faith Blossom, because they just feel in their hearts that it is still going to take place. I don't know. I feel in my heart something is going on, and I feel in my heart something is still up there sending this beautiful vibration down to us, and many, many people feel the same.
Yes, exactly. I mean, I've been talking to many people too. I mean, there's so many just great light workers out there too, and they're all feeling the same thing. They said, I can relate to Blossom so much, just exactly what she said and what she felt in her heart. There's just so much stuff coming this way too. And like one of my friends, Joanna, who I had my last podcast interview with, she says that she was just glowing with energy that day. Just there was so much energy in her body, and I was talking to her even before we even had the UFO encounters. I was talking to her that day, and she said, I don't know, I feel so weird. Every part of my body is just like vibrating, and saying to them, getting all this energy and all this stuff. Wow. I was like, wow, what's going on? And, then a couple hours later, Brad, you gotta talk, you gotta get on here. I mean, people are seeing UFOs all over the place, and like, oh my God, that's exactly why. Why you had all this big, huge energy rush. And
and I think people are still, for me, in my heart chakra, I'm, that keeps going off all the time, and I think it will be, and in my head as